So we've got some time stoppage issues in the building. I believe.
Time stoppage.
And that this milk that was supposed to expire in March was still good in.
Did someone drink it
in August? Well, I was dared to, so yeah.
Awesome.
Right. For a 10 spot.
I was gonna say, I think you're $10 richer because of it.
Right, I'm $10 richer. No,
nothing wrong with that milk. I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's what we've been thinking.
Oh God.
All right, we ready?
We're ready.
All right, so we last left off with this crew on August 11th, 1995, and picked up the session approximately 3:15 p.m. in the afternoon, getting into Roger Caroon's apartment. Right? As the crew decided to go through the back of the Macallistair building, up the fire escape into Roger Caroon's apartment, where you found a word processor. And I think the individuals that were involved were Mignon and Mailman and Mantillo.
Yep.
Mailman is not here with us this evening due to a postal emergency.
True. There's a mail strike in Upper West Side, and
right, and somebody's got to deliver.
Somebody's got to deal with it. Agent
Maya was absent the last session. Might have been with her love interest in New York City, a fellow agent, or federal marshal, if you will. What was her name? Her first name? Harrigan?
I'm looking. It's been a month since I played.
That's true.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Her name is Eloise Martinson.
Eloise, yeah.
Eloise, yes.
Fellow deputy, current fling on the down low.
Who is also married.
Yeah, she's married. That's true. And I may have neglected that to mention that detail initially. Totally married.
So you guys had gotten into, and I think Mosby was the only one that hadn't gone into the apartment. Is that right, Agent Mosby?
Well, no, he did go into the apartment because that's where he bagged the cheese and checked the milk.
That's right. But you did not breach the apartment originally, I don't believe.
No. He waited until the front door was unlocked.
That's right. They unlocked it, and therefore probably completely ethical
became
to just
legal.
walk in. Yes.
With Mignon and Mosby were waiting out there.
Did you guys play a whole session and captured some cheese? Is that what I'm hearing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
One of the things we did.
Okay.
But the cheese was, it was, it could have gotten away. Like, it's not like that was nothing capturing that cheese.
Fair.
Dirty buggers. This is what happens when I show up late to the game.
Yep, that's for darn sure.
So they get into Roger Caroon's apartment. They notice a word processor. Agent Mignon takes it upon himself and you come across a document, a piece of paper that outlined some type. Listed on there was like a sheet of a play. And there were characters like Rourke, Manuel, a couple others that I think it was like, I don't know if it was the first names or last names. It escapes me. But there were some names that you had recognized as being tenants of the Macallistair building.
Michelle and Thomas.
Yes. Michelle and Thomas. So Thomas, Manuel, and I think Michelle
and the dog.
Van Fitz would be a tenant of the building. So
it wasn't the most interesting part, though.
No, it was not. So there was a thread that you guys also noticed that was broken between the door and the door jamb. Strange, like a hair purposely left to detect whether somebody would break it and going into the apartment. Roger Caroon is nowhere to be seen. as you guys investigate his apartment. Manteo drinks the milk.
That's true.
And the cheese is taken out of the refrigerator as Agent Mosby realizes that their expiration date is quite in the past, but they're not rotten.
They weren't.
Impossible cheese.
You also paid a visit to Michelle Van Fitz's apartment.
She's rude.
Agent Maya, they lacked the, how do you say it in French? Je ne sais quoi? Je ne sais quoi?
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, thank you. In talking to her, she was not very helpful.
Not a lot of panache from these guys.
Not a lot of panache. No.
Okay.
It's very direct.
She was very...
Oh, was Mailman involved?
Yes.
What a surprise.
But I feel like she was rude from the get-go, like even before we made her upset.
This would be Edwin justifying Agent Manteo's firm and direct approach.
That's right.
With Michelle Van Fitz, who is in her apartment, is basically the door is knocked on and she slides the chain open. Identifications are shown as federal agents. She doesn't want to talk to them. She has nothing to say. Muscle was flexed. I believe you have to have a warrant. The closest anybody came to getting in the building was Agent Manteo sticking his foot in the door. But emotions were tamed and nobody bashed down the door or anything. And Michelle Van Fitz answered a couple questions through the door, but nothing to any avail. And I think the group ended up leaving her alone and moseyed off.
Forgive me, Van Fitz runs the gallery. Is that right? What does Van Fitz, where does she fit in?
She is
Apartment
simply
6B.
Yes. A tenant in
she's a
apartment.
tenant.
Yes.
She's a tenant. And she's
okay.
She was so rude I didn't even write down what she does.
How did you run across her?
Sort. What?
How did you run across her? I don't remember her.
Because I think we asked about because she was in the play.
She's noted as a character on the sheet of paper that they found in Roger Caroon's apartment.
Oh, okay.
As Michelle, and they were going through kind of the list of the characters that were listed on the sheet of paper, and Michelle was on there, and somebody recognized Michelle Van Fitz or Michelle from a mailing that
mailbox or something. Yeah.
Van Fitz was on one of the mailboxes.
And
junk mail.
Is Caroon the superintendent? Is he the guy that?
No, Roger Caroon. No, Roger Caroon was the individual that was going up the stairs, and Agent Manteo?
Yep.
And
I went with Caroon up to the fourth floor because he thought the night manager the night manager might be there.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, at least that's what he said. He's like,
and he was the author, the science fiction author that Agent Mignon decided to look up his books in the bookstore down the street.
That's right. Okay.
So fast forward, kind of gets to the end of kind of the day, and the group decides to get a bite to eat. They go into a restaurant to discuss kind of their findings and what's going on. In so doing, Agent Mosby, sitting down, has this lump of cheese in his pocket, takes it out, puts it on the table, realizes it's rotten. It's grown over with green fungus.
Gross.
And is not good. But it was good when he left the apartment building. Like, it was fine. No sense of any deterioration.
So that milk.
So nothing's happened with the milk yet, but
milk's fine. It's fine.
As they were sitting at the table wrapping up their meal, Agent Mailman looks across the restaurant and notices a piece of artwork on the wall. So it's kind of a bar, tavern type restaurant. But it's a well-to-do. There's a lot of pieces hanging on the wall all over the place. But this one stood out to him, and as it did, there was a light shining on it. And notice that it was a portrait of Washington Square Park. And in that portrait was a small person, maybe child height, dressed up in what appears to be a clown outfit. And then in the same portrait, along one of the concrete hat quarter walls that kind of are in Washington Square Park, there happened to be 5 individuals. 6, actually. All very, very, yeah. Plus, yeah, with Agent Marcus, it looked like, huddled around in one particular area of this portrait. And Agent Mailman's kind of got up and moved over there, and some of the crew, he points it out to some of the crew, and they realize all of what's in the portrait. And something happens with Agent Mignon. Just loses it. Runs out of the restaurant in a panic. Just color flushed out of his face. Sweating profusely. Goes out into the street to get some air. Runs across the street up to a wall. Back against the wall. Slides down the wall. Loses all the food that he just paid for and ate.
All that beef.
There's a lot of beef.
Agent Mignon. Right? In short, he crit failed on a sanity check. So max sanity loss of like 5 or 6 points. And with the option to project that, he decided to take it all himself.
It was a little projectile.
Oh, he didn't pass it off to a bond?
He did not.
Correct.
No.
And so that was from seeing the Delta Green agents in the picture. Us.
Yeah, I walked
picture.
up to the picture. Yeah. I was rubbing it as if, like, was this newly painted? How old is this? How could this be?
Right.
This just happened 2 days ago. And my mind just kind of snapped because I'm a very logical person.
As it would.
I think everybody else did fairly well. I don't think maybe a point of sanity here or there, but that was it.
It was also compounded on something that I saw earlier through those pages of that play. And I was reading it, yes. And the one page said the anthropologist goes to the porch, and I was standing on the porch reading the papers.
Yes, that's a very.
And then I started, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. Thanks, Lou. So as Agent Mignon had taken the piece of the play, reading some of the details, he's kind of paging through the pages. It wasn't just one page. And as he went outside at the Macallistair building a couple hours earlier, he went outside to kind of page through those things, get some more air. And as he was reading the play, there's a line in the play that says, and the anthropologist walks out of the building. I think I have it right here. The anthropologist walks out of the building and sits on the steps. So it just became freaky. Also, it just came down pretty hard on Agent Mignon. This day, we're still in the same day. It's 6:00 in the evening, and Agent Mantillo, you are not feeling well at all. Like, bad. Something is not sitting well in your stomach.
I ignore it. Bullshit.
You do. Try to ignore it. Give me a POW check, please.
Pow. Physical strength? No. Pow. There it is. I clicked something. Did anything happen?
Wow.
You rolled a 78.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Well
but your
done.
POW is 85.
That's
amazing.
My adjective is indomitable. Which I think has something to do with having a strong abdomen.
In this case, it does.
Iron gut.
Abdominal.
Intestinal Indomitable.
Intestinal fortitude. That's it. Intestinal fortitude.
Agent Mosby, as you may be standing next to Agent Mantillo, kind of wondering how the cheese has been rotted, how she has consumed that milk, which if it follows the same pattern, and every once in a while, Agent Mantillo, you probably have a pretty bad indigestion.
Yeah.
You seem to keep your composure and to yourself, but it's obviously either the meal that Agent Mantillo has consumed, maybe just not sitting well with her, or it could be the milk that she drank earlier, combination of both. But she seems to keep it down. So far. But not without not being unnoticed.
A little effort going on there.
Right.
Iron gullet.
Yes.
No. Mantillo, you look like you're getting a little sweaty and red in the face. I won't think anything less of you if you need to hit the can hard.
That burger was not the best, I think.
Oh, I don't know if it was the burger. The burger might not be helping.
Maybe not.
I don't know. You might want to purge. Fine. I mean, that cheese is pretty gross. I can only imagine what that milk is doing to your system right now.
Well, sour milk, whatever. I mean, it's just yogurt, right?
You say so. I don't know. I think that milk was old enough that it could walk and talk.
It's weird, huh? It was perfectly good in there, and then we brought it outside, and the cheese turned.
Well, I think that's what we're getting at here, right? Like the air, you can't take air out of the building. You can't take water out of the building. The food comes out and it's ancient. Everybody who's in there is like, reality for them is getting all weird.
Yes.
We've been to floors that don't exist. And you guys want to go back there? Like, aren't you worried that what's going to happen to them could happen to us?
Wasn't that why we have to go back there? I mean, yes, of course I'm worried.
I don't know. The mission was find Abigail.
That mission was bullshit, and you know it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mission was find Abigail and document the room.
She's up there.
I mean, if she's up there, I don't think she's ever coming back out again. Is she?
But I mean, I feel like we got two things, though. There's the mission, which is find Abigail, and we got to do that if we can. But the real mission, right, is to make sure nobody else goes up there. We got to figure out how to turn this thing off, whatever it is. I mean, we can't just leave an apartment building in New York where people go upstairs that don't exist into a liquor. I mean, I don't know. Just isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Is getting rid of that kind of stuff, hiding it?
No, I can appreciate it, but I'll say this: when you see a blight in the fields, you burn the field down.
Yeah, I'm not against that as an option.
When the flu hits a flock of animals,
probably look for Abigail first before we burn her alive up in the. But
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna find. Well, I guess we can try, but I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I got a bad feeling in my stomach about this. I'll tell you that.
So are you guys outside the restaurant?
We're probably standing up and paying the bill and like slowly going up.
Making our way out.
Sure. So you guys are outside the restaurant. Agent Mignon is for sure probably outside the restaurant, unless you wanted to go inside to clean yourself up. But
I was gonna stay there and just wait for them out in the, I guess, as fresh air I could possibly get in New York City. And then I'm assuming I see Agent Maya walking down the street. Yeah.
Agent Maya probably is either trying to find you guys, realizing you may be at the Macallistair building, and this being on the same route, coincidentally enough, Agent Maya, you notice Agent Mignon outside, and then probably Agent Mosby and Mantillo making their way out onto the street, and they become quickly recognizable in this fine August early evening.
Okay. She's got her windbreaker on. She walks up to Mignon with her hands in her pockets. She's like, "Hey, sorry, I was gone for a few hours. I had something to take care of." What I miss? Hey, are you all right? What's going on?
It's yeah, and I look down and I realize this is like unbecoming of me sitting above my own
So is there vomit all over like
vomit.
the ground?
There's vomit on the ground. Like I'm not, I
Yeah.
was able to control it. It wasn't like uncontrollable. But I get up and I like move out of the way. But you could see I look like I just ran a few blocks. There's sweat down my brow. And I just say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the food was bad. Maybe we shouldn't eat there anymore. I don't know. And I look across the street and I see Manteo and Mosby, and I go, yeah, everyone else is just coming out of the restaurant right now. I'll be okay. I just need some fresh air.
What happened?
Bad
food
and other things. But we just came from the building. I think we're going back. I think we have to go back. I'll let the others tell you. I just got to get my head right now.
She'll signal to Mosby and Mentio. Give him a wave.
Yeah, come over. Hey Maya, how you doing?
I'm all right. Better than Mignon.
Yeah, there was something. Remember that? Remember that juggler
in Wash Park?
Yep.
I never saw him, but I heard all about him. Yeah, like a little clown.
Yeah, there's been some more of that.
What do you mean
going on, and just stuff that can't happening, and things that are out of whack with time. And anyway, Mignon seemed to have got a little stirred up about it.
Are you guys
There's
okay?
Definitely some stuff going on that's
no, we're not okay. This is a real problem.
Yeah.
Sean, is the Macallistair building in sight of the front of the bar?
I would say you'd probably have to look down the street a little ways. You could probably see it off in the distance.
But you could see it?
Sure.
Okay. So Maya's going to turn around and look down at the building. Do you mean like the weird shit that goes on in the building? You think it's like out here now?
Well, I think it was out here before. I mean, right? I mean, it was in Washington Square before we even got to the building. There was something weird, but yeah,
we don't know that. We don't.
I know that. I mean,
and I interrupted. I'm like, I don't think we know much of anything right now, and I have a serious problem with not knowing. Who knows if even like here is really here?
Well,
I can't even tell you.
If you're going to go down that path, then you're just going to become useless. So
you need to get some rest
out of that shit.
Useless. Yeah. I'm not here because I'm useless. I think we need to go to that building.
You're going to become useless if you start going down that path, is what I said.
Right.
I didn't say
let's
you're
stop
useless.
talking about things we don't know, and let's get back to the building. Let's get back to the building because we said we're going to go back at night, and maybe the floors will appear. Again, we don't know anything, and let's figure this out. And I just walk away from them. I just totally walk away towards the building.
So Agent Mignon starts walking down a New York street towards the Macallistair building. Is anybody joining?
I'll follow. Let's go.
I think maybe the three of us, if you guys are okay with it, follow. And Maya would probably ask, like, what happened this afternoon? And maybe without us having to do the whole recap again, Sean, they can tell her what happened in the building as we approach it. And when you're finished with that, she's like, do you think maybe he needs to get some rest?
He's definitely starting to crack. Like, I mean, the stress is getting to him.
We have to, if we're going back in there, we have to have our fucking wits about us. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Mignon. Yeah. Agent Mike calls to him. Wait.
Stop.
What's your
my head?
What's your plan?
I don't I don't have a plan. I'm hoping to walk up to the 4th floor or the 6th floor, and it's actually there. I think that's our plan.
Are you up to it, or do you need some rest first? You seem like
no, I'm totally up to it. There's something crazy going on, and right now it's not hurting anyone, but I have a feeling that this is not good, and we have to do something about it.
Exactly.
And then I turn back again to everyone, and Manteo, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be okay. I
hope so.
I think we need to get back to work to.
Oh, I agree.
To get our minds up.
We gotta figure this stuff out. Yeah, this is a mess, but you're good. I mean, I don't want you. I got your back. I need to know you got my back.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
All right. Well, let's go count the floors on this building. Do we want to try going in through the roof again, or go up from the ground floor?
Roof didn't work last time.
Exactly.
I just think we walk in.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not going to do this on my own, so I'll, group consensus I'm okay with. As long as we get it done.
I think we all agree you guys are at the Macallistair building.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like we're right at the front of the stairs, and we're just like
looking at
working up, psyching ourselves up to go in.
Sean, I'm trying to remember a couple of sessions ago, did we go to a hardware store and pick up some flagging tape and things to chalk, things to mark passageways? I think we did.
We did.
And if that's the case, Maya's got a backpack over her shoulder, loaded with gear. There's a few other things that in her kit that on her sheet that I've got, like a tactical light. She's got handcuffs, and she's got all that gear from the hardware store. Just so you know,
we don't need to know what you were up to with your girlfriend there.
My girlfriend, I don't.
With the handcuffs and stuff. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. We're just.
Shut up, Manteo. She climbs the stairs.
All right. Agent Maya leads the way, opens the door to the Macallistair building, and you enter the foyer, which seems to be the way it was left when you guys had been here before. Might be some additional pieces of junk mail. Actually.
Uh-oh.
Everybody give me a search check quick.
A search check?
Yeah, just out of curiosity if there's...
Everybody or just one search check?
Yeah, everybody. As long as you're going into the building. Like if you're going into the building, give me a search check.
Okay, so I found this. Now where the heck do I get back to?
All right. No dice from Agent Mosby.
I can't even
Maya succeeded.
Agent Maya succeeded. Agent Mignon is just dedicated on going into the building.
He found some vomit on his tie.
I can't even.
So because I'm exhausted, all of my skill checks and sanity checks are at minus 20% right now.
Yeah.
So I have 109.
Nice.
And Edwin is navigating his character sheet.
Yeah. Navigate. It's on the one with like alertness and disguise and all that stuff.
It's on skills and then search.
I don't think they're in alphabetical order.
Oh, I found. Okay, no,
it's towards the bottom.
What's going on. There we go. Whew. Look at me fail that.
So Agent Maya is the only one that happened to notice. So Agent Maya, as you're going in, there's just one. It seems like a very white colored envelope that sticks out from the rest. It's from the. It's got the big red letters. Fourth notice past due, open immediately, and you realize that it's from the utility company.
Is it on the floor?
It is. Just happened to be lying on the floor.
Not a surprise that she spots it. Remember her, she's a marshal. Her life is attention to detail. and seeing things that are out of place. So she's immediately bends over and picks up the envelope. Any other envelopes or mail look new? Just this one.
A couple others, and you know they happen
like flyers.
Yeah, the pizza joint flyer, subs shop. Maybe it's all the coupons, but this one just happened to be noticeable because it looked more like not junk mail.
Who is it addressed to?
It's addressed to Thomas Manuel,
who was the first guy we saw in the apartment kitty corner from Wright's, right?
Correct.
All right. So she holds it up and just kind of looks at everybody else and then uses a finger and a fingernail and she opens it up, reads it.
Yeah, it says disconnection notice of power to be done. Looks like it's dated a couple weeks ago would be the date of the cutoff.
Wait.
So in other words, the letter should have arrived previously?
Sometime in July, yeah.
And the power should already be
It's cut. About a month. The letter looks new, but it's dated. The postmark on it is like 3 weeks ago. And then the cutoff notice inside the letter is correction. One cutoff a week ago, letter is about 3 weeks old.
Is this building we've been around it. I'm looking at the picture now. It's kind of a townhouse. Where are the electric meters? The basement or out back?
They'd be out back, probably the service. Yeah.
Okay. So they're probably not marked in terms of the apartments, but
it might be marked with the apartment number, but you want to go see if they're spinning around or something. I mean, seems like it would be easier just to go into his apartment and see if he's got electricity.
Yeah, he might be there, but we also might be able to convince him to take us upstairs. Let's go knock on his door.
Yeah. All right.
Go through the door and you go up the stairs, and then
she puts that envelope in her back pocket. She's not going to bother giving it to him.
Okay.
It's good.
And
Federal
you
offense.
Walk by Abigail.
Mailman's not here.
Exactly.
And then as you enter the Macallistair building again, it seems familiar now that you've been here a couple times. And to your left, immediately down the hall, you see the doorway to Abigail Wright's apartment, and it's closed, just like everybody left it. Knowing that's where it all started, you decide to go to Manuel's apartment, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Abigail's apartment have power, guys?
It did. It had a light in there.
Yeah.
All right. And the fridge, and I think the fridge worked, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The refrigerator was on.
Any light coming from beneath the door jamb? The door?
No, I don't know if somebody shut it off necessarily, but
I mean in Manuel's.
Sorry. Oh, in Manuel's apartment. Oh, I see. Yeah, there seems to be light coming from the apartment. Yep.
Well, there you go.
And the cutoff was supposed to have happened a week ago.
Correct.
Well, maybe this notice got lost and he paid the bill. It just crossed in the mail. Maybe he paid the bill right before it got cut off.
We've walked through here how many times today? And nobody noticed this whole time? I mean, mailman, everyone else, we've looked at these things. We even ran down here. We saw that. Van Fitz was on the mailbox. I walked out. I don't remember seeing this on the ground. I think there's more to it. I don't understand how we could miss this.
We don't understand. Exactly. Hey, you want to go upstairs?
Yes.
Do you want to do that before we check on Manuel?
He's got light coming out of his door. He's got electricity.
He might be able to lead us to the 6th floor. But I'm game. Let's try ourselves first.
Let's go up and see what happens.
Mosby, you're being pretty quiet. Just kind of going along for the ride.
Yeah, this is a bad idea, but I guess, this is a terrible idea.
Like skip the scene with all of his doobies.
We're I'm just telling you, like, this is a bad idea. We go in there, whatever's infecting these people, we're putting ourselves right in that zone.
Well, we're in the building already. We're in the zone.
Yeah, but at least this part of the building is real. Like it's always here. It makes sense. We're going into floors that don't exist. Like we're going into some kind of other
Twilight Zone.
It's another dimension. It's like an episode of Doctor Who. Like what the hell's going on here?
That's what we're trying to figure out. I mean, I wouldn't call these totally normal. We've taken things out of these rooms, and you've seen it yourself, that have either disappeared, have sped up in time, and cheese is rotten. Like, I don't, is here really okay? I don't know.
I don't know. I think this is the wrong approach.
Then
what's the right approach? Running away, obviously, but other than that,
I have nothing else to go on other than our prime directive, which was the whole catalog thing. But I think it also has to do with finding Abigail Wright. And that's the only thing I'm focusing on right now to try to give us some form of direction. And apparently, according to half of the people here, Abigail Wright is on the 6th floor. Even this piece of paper that looks like a screenplay says Abigail Wright's on the 6th floor. So that's all I got to go by.
Yeah. But okay. I mean, I guess, but like the 6th floor doesn't exist. Maybe she doesn't exist anymore.
It's possible. Well, if it doesn't exist, then that's easy, right? We'll go up the stairs, we'll get to the roof, and we'll have a nice chat on the roof.
All right.
I mean, I hear you. This thing's nuts. I don't know. It's nuts. And yeah, I think Montillo will start walking towards the stairs. Sort of checks their holster is free and clear, and starts heading up.
All right.
When Montillo goes up, Maya pulls Mosby aside, so we'll be last going up the stairs. So it'll be Montillo and then Mignon probably.
Oh yeah, I'll be very close to Montillo because I need to see.
She says, "Agent Mosby, do you remember what you were told when you were first brought into the program? Every mission, stop the incursion, minimize the exposure, save lives, cover it up. We have to do those things. We signed up for this."
Well, I get it. But number 2, minimize exposure. We're going right into the heart of the exposure.
Exposure to everyone else, not to us.
I don't know.
That's why we're here.
Well, everyone in here has already been exposed. At least everyone that we've talked to, it seems like they've been exposed. Thomas mentioned these floors. The writer, he's got writings about the floors.
You want to burn it down?
I mean, hey, when there's a disease, that's what you do. You kill everything. You burn it down. You burn the blight. I mean, I'll go in here one more time, but if we don't find Abigail, I ain't going in the 3rd time. That's all I'm saying.
Sean, are there fire alarms in here?
Yeah, there would be a fire alarm. It's per code.
So she just gestures to the fire alarm, maybe down the stairs in the main hall with her eyes, and is like, if it comes to that, we can get everybody out. If they listen to the alarm, that's like a last resort, though, right? Agreed? Last resort.
All right.
We don't know who all's in this building. These people are sick.
Yeah, exactly. They're all in. Whatever's going on here, they're infected. They're all sick. They're all twisted.
They might get better if they're pulled out of here.
I don't get better. Do you think they're going to get better? I don't think they're going to get better. I think they've been in here too long.
Maya pulls out her pistol, checks it, puts it back in her holster and says, "Watch my back." And she climbs the stairs.
I climb after her.
All right. You guys make up your way to the second floor, and then the third floor, and then the final steps up towards what would be the door to the roof. And there's the crossbar of that door that a couple of you have seen a couple times. Actually, all of you have seen it at least once.
Yeah, the panic bar type thing.
Yep.
Manteo, it's supposed to be here.
So I look
why
back
is the
at,
fourth floor not here?
I crashed through the. I look back at Mignon, and I look forward. I check and see that the other two are coming up the stairs, and I just shoulder through the door with a.
Hey, Manteo, you open the door, and the light from the room inside you brightens the way. It's not the twilight of the sun. There's velvet wallpaper, plush carpeting.
So, remembering what happened last time, I'm going to attempt to, and I may fail, stand in the doorway. I just shoved open the door, and I'll look back and I'll say, "Fourth floor's here."
Maya just looks over her shoulder at Mosby, sees if he's ready.
He looks very pale, like he's maybe going to throw up, but he nods grudgingly.
And you see somebody in the room, Manteo. It's individual looks like he's wearing a suit and tie. Kind of a strange hairdo, short. Almost looks like a wig of some kind. Kind of like maybe a toupee. It's an interesting cut suit. Looks a little aged, but who knows? Maybe they're bringing it back. He's sitting there with a cigar, sitting in one of the lounge chairs.
Yeah.
And as you're standing there, you catch his attention. Hey, come on in.
Well, thank you, sir.
Grab a drink. Who's your friends?
This is Mignon.
Mignon? Hi. Nice to meet you, Mignon.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah. Rourke. Mark Rourke. Yeah, that's right. Mark Rourke.
Mark Rourke, huh?
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in. Have a seat. Grab a cigar.
I'm waiting for the other two. So,
who's the two?
I go right to the alcohol, and I grab the first decanter of whatever and just chuck it into a glass.
Oh, hey there, buddy. Easy. Not so fast.
It's all right. There'll be time for more. I want to get the first one over with.
No worries.
Mark, you seen Abigail recently?
Abigail?
Yeah.
Gail? I haven't seen her in a few days. It's been a while. She's up on 6, I believe. So what brings you here? What brings you to the neighborhood?
She come down sometimes?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen her in quite some time. I don't think she comes down very often. But you haven't answered my question. What brings you here?
I was just hoping to talk to Abigail about some stuff.
Oh, yeah? What kind of business you have with Gail?
Well, it's with Gail, not with you.
Oh, I see.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm just,
Or is everybody in the room yet, Sean?
Mignon's gone over to the...
So, yeah, but the other two of us who were trailing behind, have we made it up top yet?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would imagine you were like a few footsteps behind.
Okay.
You
so
can hear this.
When Manteo starts with that's none of your business, Maya's going to step forward into the room and be like, her mother's looking for her. Hi, Mr. Rourke. My name's Maya. She extends her hand.
Yeah. Well, nice to meet you.
Manteo looks on admiringly. Is like, wow, that's how conversations are done. Weird. I was going to shoot the guy and then find out what's...
She's what's your name, darling?
My name is Maya. And we have been here looking for Gail before, and we can't find the 6th floor. Can you help us? We've been told that she's staying up there, but we can't find our way.
Well, you just got to go down the hallway and see if you come to the stairs that take you up to the 6. See?
We did that. Is there a trick?
No, not a trick. It all works differently for everybody.
What does that mean? What if you tried to lead us there?
Lots of questions. Come on. Now, you all seem a little uptight. Grab yourself a drink with, what's his name over there? I don't know if I got his name. And grab a cigar.
I'm already chugging the second one.
He's like, here, let me see. He's like, opens up the suit and his hair, like his hair is slick. Like it's a weird kind of wig, but it's very slick and like wet looking, short. He's got kind of a cheesy pencil mustache.
Man out of time for sure, right?
For sure. Like
for sure.
Straight out of the 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Yeah. Wow. That's kind of unique.
When Maya sees Mignon like hitting the second one, she's like, that's Mignon. And she glances at Mosby and is like, with her eyes, like, stop that kind of thing. Like, get over there as he's starting to pound them.
Yeah. Mosby will go to intercept and put his hand on Mignon's arm and said, dude, you got to keep it cool, man. Time for drinking after we get out of here.
I'm just putting the vibe out. I'll be all right.
Hey, come on now. Okay. That's a guy wants to have a drink,
and I just walk away from the bar with it, heeding Mosby, like, I'm not going to go. I'll finish this one, but leave me alone. And I start fingering the books on the shelf, just perusing them, trying to not be all in this gentleman's face.
Is Rourke standing or sitting, Sean?
He's sitting in a lounge chair, like kind of a chase.
Maya's going to sit in some other, like a big wingback chair that's near him or something that's right there.
Big leather one. Big leather padding.
Yeah.
Back.
She's small in that little big chair. And she says, I'm sorry we have so many questions, but this place it's strange to us. We have a hard time finding our way around in here. Can you answer just a couple of questions that might help us find Gail for her mom?
Well, I could probably, I don't know what else you need to know. She's up on 6.
Well, do you have to go alone? What happens if we all go together? Will we find her together, or will that prevent us from finding the stairs?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Not sure I explored it with myself or with others and noticed a difference. Come on, here. Why don't you grab your... Yeah. You ever have a good cigar, like a good Cuban? Here, let me see. Like opens up his breast pocket to his coat, pulls out like a rectangular case of some kind, and opens the lid, and there's like 4 big juicy cigars, like pristine shape. I got these straight from Havana. You really like this. Here, help yourself.
I don't smoke, but I'll take one from my father. He enjoys a good cigar.
You'll insult me if you don't smoke it yourself.
She takes it and puts it into her jacket pocket.
Oh,
so maybe later.
What about your pal? Hey, buddy, you. Looks at Mosby. Come on.
Mosby will pour himself a drink at the bar, and then he'll come over and have a seat kind of opposite them, and he'll reach out and take a cigar.
Hey, what's your deal, buddy? You look like a slugger. You play baseball?
I played a little bit when I was younger. Still like to wear that caps, but no, I'm more of an outdoorsman, you could say.
Outdoorsman? You wear that hat outdoors? It look like you played out in the outfield.
Yeah, well, I've taken a couple of turns around the bases, but it just reminds me of my team, my club. What about you? You ever play any ball?
Oh, me? No. Not me. Too busy.
Oh, yeah? Too busy with what?
Sales guy.
Oh, sorry, sales. I missed that. Sales?
Yeah, sales. That's what I just sell life insurance. You insured? You got a life insurance?
Encyclopedias.
Yeah, no, I've got a good plan. You live here?
Oh, yeah. Yep, you bet. I live up on 7.
7?
Yeah, 7th. Good view.
Huh. How long you lived here for?
I don't know. It's been some time now.
Yeah, you always lived in New York?
And as you're talking to him, he pulls out a cigar and he snips off the end and he hands it to you. It goes out and it ends it out like this.
I'll take it from him.
All right. And he twists over, like, so he's in a chase. He kind of twists over. There's a small kind of table to his left-hand side. And on the table, he picks up something. It looks like a strange glass, kind of round glass object with a little metal piece on the top. He comes up and he's like, he clicks on the top of it and a flame comes up. And he's holding it. He has a flame in front of you.
Yeah, I'll light the cigar.
Ah. And as soon as he knows it's well lit and smoke's going all over the place, everybody here, you can smell the new, freshly lit smell of a Cuban cigar. He puts it down. You hear the click, and the flame goes out, and he puts it back on the table. I'm sorry. What was your question again?
I said, how long you been living in New York for?
Oh, ages. I've seen it all, boy. Let me tell you. But you know what? There's no place like, New York.
Hey, Mark. I put my drink down. It's done. It's on the bar. Mark, got a question for you.
Sure. What was your name again?
The name is Mignon. Mr. Mignon.
Mignon. Yeah. Like a good set of steak.
So I just gotta, I'm just curious. When were you born, Mark?
Oh,
what's your
come
birthday?
on now. I
got this thing about birthdays. I like to find out when people are born that I meet.
All right.
As I'm looking at books that are fairly old.
Okay.
What do you got, Mark?
Well, you got to take a guess, right?
I got to. Absolutely. 1887.
Oh, that's a close one.
Yeah. That's not good.
Higher or lower? With that game?
All right, say what'd you say? 1887?
1887.
Yeah, you're close. 1890.
See, I'm pretty good. I can tell. I can tell.
Sure.
Excellent. And I literally try to make eye contact with the other three. I'm staring at them.
Gotta go.
Maya's already like there, so she's just doesn't even phase her. It's like, yep.
So
strange timing.
So Mark, I got another question for you. Yeah, this is a quick one. We know Abigail eventually moved out of the third floor, or I'm sorry, the second floor, whatever that was, the first floor to the fourth or sixth. I'm sorry, the sixth floor
with the accountant.
What was the gentleman's name? The salesman that she moved up there with.
I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
Buddy salesman? Come on. You're a salesman, Mark. We know all salesmen know everybody's name. Come on.
I don't know that guy. Yeah, him and Gail. They moved up there. I don't know what his name is.
Are you gonna make me go ask Michelle?
Are you calling me a liar?
That guy's name is?
He gets super flustered. You could see the red in his face. You calling me a liar?
Absolutely not, Mark. Absolutely not.
I
just
thought we were having some friendly drinks and a cigar. Lit your buddy's cigar here. What's the slugger? Can I call you slugger? Looks at Mosby,
sure.
Points at him.
Yeah, sure.
I pull off. I back away from the full court press, and I go hang out on the side, pondering.
Come on now. There's time for questions and everything. We just all met each other, and it's all bombard this and that. Who's this and then who's where and what's that? Come on, let's just have a drink or two, for Pete's sakes. Grab a cigar. God bless.
Sure. Do you like a little bit of gossip, Mark?
It depends. What's it about?
Oh, I don't know. I think that night manager, Mr. Castaigne, is letting the building go a little bit.
That guy? What about him?
Well, I'm hearing that he's letting artists just load up the basement with all kind of paintings and all their kinds of rubbish.
Yeah, that's probably him, Castaigne. Yeah, he's I don't know, an Italian guy. He inserts some racial slur.
You think he does a good job? I don't know if he does a good job. I'm kind of disappointed in the state of this place. Feels like it's been let go a little bit.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Try to stay out of the areas he oversees.
Can I grab that lighter?
Wait.
You're smoking a you got a pipe there.
I got my own.
Yeah.
Are you saying the night manager doesn't look after the whole building?
Hey, he probably does. Doesn't really do a lot for me. I don't know. I've been here a long time, let me tell you.
Does he ever get up as high as ever come up here for a drink?
He's down the hallway. Right down there. Points down to an opposite corner of the room from where you guys entered, and there's a hallway that goes down.
There's a hallway leading out of this room?
Yeah.
Was that there before?
It was here last time, maybe.
I hope I saw it when I looked over there.
I thought we had to go back through the door to get into the weirdness last time. Maybe not.
You said it yourself, it's the weirdness,
confusion.
Right?
You guys can see that Mantia is getting kind of antsy and restless, and she sort of looks at you guys and looks at the hall, and she's like, "Guys, what are we doing?
We're going. Hang on. We're going."
You think you're going to get something useful out of this guy?
Maya ignores Mantio and says, "Mr. Rourke, you said you live on 7? We said we had just a couple
you live
more
on the
questions?
7th floor of this hotel. That's right.
Hotel.
That's right. Hotel. I stutter? I said it twice now.
How many floors are there?
Oh, there's quite a few. I haven't counted them all. I usually don't go beyond the 7th. Don't need to. That's where I live.
All right, we're going to let you have some peace. Enjoy your cigar and your drink. Is there anything we need to be aware of where we can get into some trouble? We don't want to make trouble for anybody in the building. What can we do to not get into trouble?
Don't make none, ain't going to be none, I suppose. I don't know what to tell you.
Great advice.
Well.
Mark, I didn't catch the name of the hotel when we came in here. What's the name of this place again?
It's the Hotel Broadbent, you ass.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was
sometimes I walk with my head looking down.
So I heard that they were thinking of changing the name to the Macallistair. What do you think of that, Rourke?
Who's they? That's ridiculous. With a what?
The Macallistair.
What, a bunch of micks buying this place? Come on. Is that what's going on?
We're not sure. Mosby may be incorrect. And I'm just like, forget that stuff. Let's get him out of there.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the cigar, Mark.
Yeah, for sure. Wow.
Are you gonna be here for a while?
It might be. I'm usually in here and out of here. You can usually find me here. It's got good scotch over there. I really appreciate. Why, you guys got him coming back anytime soon?
Well, if we're gonna come back down through, we're gonna come through here, right?
I suppose. I don't know.
Hey, Mark, one last thing. If we're going to go grab a bite to eat outside of the hotel, where do you normally go to grab some food?
Well, I
don't know. Do you leave the
know.
hotel or no? You usually eat in the hotel.
I usually eat here or, whatever. Why? You know of a good place?
Curious. I didn't know. No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. I figured, if you ate somewhere yesterday outside the hotel.
That's actually that's a good idea, though, Mignon. Is there a dining room where you eat?
Oh,
in the hotel?
You might come across one. There's usually a place to eat here.
How big is this hotel, Mark?
That's a good question. Not quite sure. I usually don't go up beyond 7th.
We could be going around with this guy for the next 20 years.
Wow. I don't know about that. I'm right. I might be old, but I'm not that old.
Not yet.
Huh. We're all aging, ain't that right, Toots?
Some of us faster than others. Toots. And I turn around and walk towards the hallway.
What's got her undies in a bind?
She's a modern woman.
Oh, modern woman. Like them. Lots of spunkiness.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Rourke. You might see us again.
Wow, excellent. Well, good luck. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You guys all exit the room.
Are we as we get collect together by the door? Maya's going to say, "Are we going together? We're going to go in pairs. What are we doing?"
I think we better go together down this hallway here. See where we end up.
I almost want to hold hands, but I don't.
Interfere with my use of the gun, but that might be a good thing because Rourke almost got one in the face.
Yeah, I would imagine if this is an airplane movie, there's a close up of Mignon trying to grab Maya's hand, and her just slapping him. Slap. Get off.
He reminded me of my grandfather.
Yeah.
Very nice gentleman. Little outdated, little out of touch, but reminded me of my grandfather.
That's great.
All right.
There were plenty of him in the Air Force, and I don't. Anyway,
Maya hands out 4 pieces of chalk, all different colors, and she's got her flashlight.
Nice. All right, we'll start drawing on the walls.
Okay. All right, you go down the hallway. I'm guessing that Rourke pointed out.
Yeah.
Okay. And
is there a door to it, or is it just like lead straight into a hallway?
It leads straight into a hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
This where you saw those girls running by?
It's hard to say. It looks familiar in the decor as I drop my pen.
And most of these hallways in these places look the same.
Yeah. It's strangely familiar, yet you're not sure if this is exactly the hallway that you had explored previously.
You said there was a T, right? You were sort of going down a hall and there was a T running across. Yeah, well, we'll see what we find. Maybe we'll find some stairs. That'd be good. I assume we need stairs to get upstairs.
You never know in here.
Exactly. Maybe we just show up there.
Mark each door as you pass it. Let's number them.
All right. I haven't seen any doors yet, but that's good. I like it.
Yeah, you go down and you could, even before you get down the hallway, it's lit up with, it's almost like, strangely, like a hotel. You've got the lighting ensconces as you, that it's dimly lit. The walls are fine wood. Very like antique type of feel, but with a nice carpeting in the hallway. And as about 20 feet down on the right, there is a door.
And all right, I'll put a 1 on it.
Okay.
And I will also listen at it.
Okay.
Roll a d6. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. You do not hear anything in the apartment.
Ooh, it's an apartment. Does it have numerals or anything on it? And is it like a skeleton key kind of lock, like old-timey lock, or what's the door like?
The door has like a brass knob on it, key, like a skeleton key lock hole.
Yep.
And then there's fine wooden trim that's kind of outlined or makes a square in the top half and then the bottom half. And almost looks like cherry wood, like that rich
Maya
red.
Tries to look through the keyhole.
Okay. Yeah. You look through the keyhole and it looks like there's somebody in there.
She kind of moves her head back. She's like, "There's someone inside here."
What kind of someone? I'll duck down and look in.
Yeah.
You briefly made out my it looks like an older gentleman, gray hair, glasses. Might have kind of went by, going into like another room or passing by the lock in the door. As you get out of the way and Agent Mantillo gets down to look, probably walks back the other way, and you see what appears to be an older man, glasses.
Mr. Tugbowl.
Pretty much. See the Tim Conway character?
Yes.
Yes. I never knew his name. I think my wife does. We were like,
yep. That's
it
him.
takes like quarter steps. Yeah. Okay.
The oldest man alive, I think,
Yes.
is like the bit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's the oldest man alive. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays he's my my muse for the guy in Forget About It game when he's the
Conway
director.
is?
Yeah, that character.
Nice.
Edwin, you were in that game, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, you and Harry.
Yeah.
Anyways, so a
did
guy
really well.
walks by.
From the architecture, can I tell? Can I place this hotel or this decor in a time period?
Oh, I mean, I think if anybody was in any like older homes in their lives, it's probably 1920s.
Turn of the century, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the sconces are electric, though, right? Not oil.
That would be correct.
There you go.
Yeah.
It ain't that old.
That's true.
So, did we want to talk to this guy or keep looking for stairs?
Maya says, "You think he's going to give us anything different than anybody else who's been in this building?"
Nope.
I'm with you, Mantillo. Let's keep looking. We can come back here if we can't find the way.
All right. I'll keep going down the hall.
Okay. You go down the hallway, and it comes to a T intersection.
Awesome. I'll look both ways before I cross the street.
It seems as though it goes left and right, and it seems dark at either end of the hallway.
Do we see any signs like telling us where stairs are or anything like that, or no?
Could be 30 feet before the end of the hallway, but it gets pretty dark. You're not sure what's at the end. There's no window.
You guys feeling clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, Maya's got her flashlight, and I imagine it's like a mag light. So it's
okay.
Can you see anything down either hall?
You do actually. Let's see. You see.
Takes like 8 D cells.
Yes.
It takes 4 people to carry it.
Yeah.
You do pearls with it as you're walking down the hall.
Those are big mag lights, man. Those things are bright as hell.
Club.
If you've ever been pulled over by a police officer in the middle of the night, that's
in the 90s.
Yeah,
I was going to say they don't carry those anymore. LEDs are so much lighter.
Well, they didn't always carry them just for the light, I'm sure, right? So, hey-o. There you go. There is you see a gentleman who's carrying what appears to be a briefcase. Walk out of one door at the end of the right hallway and go across the hall into another door.
While he's crossing, Maya's going to go, Sir, we're looking for Gail. Have you seen Gail?
And he goes across the hallway and opens up the door, and the door closes. So you hear like chunk. Guy walks out, pulls the door closed, goes across the hall, opens the door, chink. Then you hear the door close again.
Did he also look like a man out of time?
It's hard to say. You kind of like just literally crossed the hallway while you guys, and frankly, with the flashlight that went by, it's you're not sure.
Why is this hallway so dark?
You would say that he was wearing a pinstripe suit, as best you could tell.
So then, yes, a man out of time.
Did those come back in the 90s? I'm not sure.
As I said, that could be almost any time. Yeah.
1890s, 1990s. I don't
in
know.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1920s.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, hey,
left?
Maybe the room he came from was a common type of area. I mean, why would someone just walk out of one room, go into another room? So at least let's see where it is. You know,
All right, I will.
maybe it's not locked.
As we go around the corner, I'll draw the chalk sort of around the corner with an arrow in the way we're headed. So sort of make a bent arrow. It's going to be useless, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Turn right. Go down the hall to the door guy came out of, if I can find it.
Sure. There's the door right in front of you. Looks similar to the previous door.
Look in the keyhole.
Looks
Actually,
dark.
I don't look in the keyhole. I open the door if I can.
It is open.
Okay.
Favorite kind of door.
Is it?
You open the door and Agent Mentio?
I open the door and look in, yeah.
Okay. There is interesting. Okay.
Not much you want to hear your GM say.
Oh, sorry. Did I say that?
Look what I rolled on this table.
Interesting. Huh.
Well, this is an OSR, so I don't think there's any tables. So I think we're all right.
I don't know why you're thinking that. I mean, it's out of time, right? Could be anything.
We're in 1974.
Right.
Slee stacks
soon.
There could be slee stacks in there.
So are you, Agent Mentio, are you going in or are you just opening the door?
So I'm opening the door and looking in.
Okay. It's a dark
I'll go in.
Dark
if he goes to step in, I'll just grab the back of her shirt.
Yeah, so Maya's got the flashlight
me
over my shoulder.
Yes, she does.
Okay. So as Maya
over your big shoulder
flashes the light over your shoulder, it looks like to be a storage closet.
Oh, nice. Like toilet paper and stuff?
Yeah, like there's a bucket,
and
there's
it just
a broom.
ends. I look up.
That's it. It's literally like a closet, probably.
I'm looking for an attic trapdoor.
flashlight. Hi.
Point that light up there.
Looks like a plaster ceiling.
You turn around and I grab the doorknob of the one that he went into and see if that one's open.
Okay. You go to that one and you open the door. And
yeah, I'm not going in. It's unlocked, I guess. Also,
it is unlocked. Yep.
And I'm expecting to see another closet. This is insane.
While that's happening, I'm going to write closet on the outside of this door.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. So Agent Mignon at the door, it appears to be a dark room. As you open the door, Agent Mosby, you hear what seems to be like somebody making like vigorous lovemaking coming from the other end of the hallway. Since you're not in one door or the other, you just hear, the moans and groans of a passionate couple.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they make little baby hotels.
Agent Mosby, what do you do?
I think only Mosby here right now.
I'm the only one left in the hall?
Well,
No.
I'm just saying you're the one that's not occupied. You got Agent Maya and Agent Mantio looking at the storage closet briefly. Agent Mignon has gone across the other hallway and looked at opened that door, but all of a sudden you hear this.
Yeah, no, I'm not checking.
Do you want me to role play this?
No, that's okay.
By yourself? Yes, we do.
That's all. Yeah,
It started great. Keep going.
I can't do it for very long, though. Let me tell you.
How does that go again?
Ooh.
Well, it's recorded. It's recorded. Just hit replay.
That sound in the 1880s? What?
Yeah, that's different. Oh, I say.
Oh, hey there! Wow, watch out there! Ooh, yeah, baby.
23 skidoo.
Oh my god.
Mosby actually wants to go back to the T junction and look down the hall. And if he looks down that hall, does it appear like it leads back to the lounge?
It does.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. So the way back is still there at this point. Okay. All right.
A little light because I'm staring into a dark room.
In the closet. No, it doesn't matter. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm just kind of, Mosby, I think, is just really like, he's just along for the ride at this point. That's kind of very
Mosby, you see a guy exit a door at the end of the hallway and enter another door. Goes across the hallway. Jesus. Looks like, since it's very dim and you don't have the flashlight, it looks like a guy with a pinstripe suit with an attaché case.
What the hell? It's like
it's
like Looney Tunes. That's what this is. It's Looney Tunes. Just people going through doors.
So is only Mosby hearing that, or do we all hear it?
Only Mosby's hearing it. He's kind of gone down to that T section. It's a little louder for him.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys see Mosby kind of walk down that direction a little bit. Agent Mignon, you're standing at the door. You open up the door.
Asking Maya to switch around and shine some light in here.
So she does, and when she notices Mosby's walked off, she's gonna give Mignon the light, but she's gonna say, "Mosby, stick together."
Yeah, no, I know. I just wanted to look down the hallway. That dude with the pinstripe suit who just passed us here. He just passed us behind us now. It's like an episode of Looney Tunes, just going through doors.
We knew this would happen. Calm down.
Calm down.
You knew this would happen?
It's fucked up in here. We know it.
What do you see there, Mignon?
Mignon, you see a room full of books.
I've lost him now.
Like just piles of books?
Oh,
it's like a hotel room full of books, or is it like on shelves and stuff?
It's on shelves,
like a library.
They appear to seem, or appear at first glance to be all identical.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Identical. That's interesting.
Just a bookshelf.
Yeah.
On the far wall. Go in there. It's fairly decent size.
I look back at Manteo and Maya. Let me go check that out.
Maya writes library on the door.
Yeah. Cool. You're saying you want to check out all these books, but you won't let me check out the mop bucket?
I never said that. You could go. You could dance with the mop, whatever it is you want to do. I'm all good.
Thought you weren't going to let me go in there. I mean, I think if we're going in, we should all go in.
It was a closet.
Agent Mosby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting this is really starting to annoy the hell out of me. Yeah, no, this is getting a little, like what in the holy hell? I don't know what's he going to do. I think I'm going to start moving down the hall. I'm not waiting for these guys. They're like checking out room closets. Mignon is going to check out a library. Like we're supposed to be looking for a set of stairs. I am moving down the hall at speed.
Away from us. You're going
the other way.
No, I'm going to go right past you guys.
Okay. So you came back to us and you're
I've come back and I'm like, guys, what are we doing here? We're looking for stairs. You're checking out a library. There's a broom closet. We're looking at men running around doors.
I like that.
Don't tell them about the love making.
No, I just figure they can hear it.
You can read books some other time. Let's go look for stairs.
Exactly.
We'll come back.
Some stairs.
I marked it. We'll come back.
As you guys are standing there, there's a silence after Mosby speaks his piece. You hear down at the other end of the hallway, somebody vigorous love making.
That's great. They're probably not making it on the stairs. Let's keep moving.
It might be Galen the guy.
So we're only on the 4th floor. Could be anyone.
Are we?
Is one of these books close enough that I can take like a step in and grab one of these books off the shelf?
You got to go in. The shelves, there's a shelf along the back far wall, probably.
Come on, Mignon. When the three of us move down the hallway, you got to go in and do
20
it all
feet
your
from
own.
you.
Get in there and.
That's what I'm doing. I'm getting one of those books. I need to know what those books are. They're all the same.
All right,
so Mignon goes in the room. Anybody else go with Mignon?
No, we don't know he's doing it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I grab them.
Oh,
I want to go in like seconds of grab book and walk right out of it.
Okay. You grab a book and you have it in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I walk right out right where everyone is and catch up to them.
All right. So as you turn around, the door is there and open, and the rest of you, what do you guys do?
We don't know. We're walking
Mignon's
down the hall.
gone
heading
in the
for
room.
the sound.
Yeah.
We're heading for the sound.
You going towards the vigorous lovemaking or the?
Yeah.
Oh, the other way.
Oh,
we're going back that way.
Oh, I thought
we were. No, I think we're continuing. Continuing
to the end
correct.
of the hallway, right?
The way we were going.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way you were going. The lovemaking is at the other end.
Got it.
It's behind us.
Got
See,
it.
if we had a mapper.
Right.
Yeah,
if you're at
Who's
a
the caller?
T, you guys would be on the right end. The lovemaking would be on the left end.
Got it. We keep going the way we were going.
All right. Fair enough.
Without Mignon.
Okay.
For a few seconds. Seconds.
All right. Okay. You go and the hallway seems to go on for quite some time. Distance. Another, maybe 40 feet, which is quite a long hallway. And there's not a ton of doors that you come across in that distance. And then
not a ton, but there are some.
There's like one that you come across.
So we just mark it and keep going. Yep.
All right. You keep going. As you're going, and I would imagine Agent Maya, you have your flashlight bopping around.
She does. Yeah. You can picture it's down the hall. It's up a little. It's behind us. It's, it's kind of all over.
Maglite, big beam,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
Certainly highlights some of the things that you're seeing. You notice that at the end of what appears to be this hallway, after some time, there is you see a figure in the hallway.
What kind of figure?
And you hear a little girl singing. La 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 la, la 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 la.
So the figure looks like a child?
It does. La 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 la.
I am with them, right?
La 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 la.
What does she look like?
She's as you look closer, it looks like she's covered in white. It's like a gauze-like material.
Is she white?
I think so. You could tell. Looks like it.
Hey,
does it look like a dress or just like gauze material?
It seems to be some type of a dress of some kind.
Like
it looks
flower
like.
girl outfit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maya
she's
says,
looping. She's looping around and around and singing in a like, and you can't understand the words that she's singing.
Hi, sweetie. She says, "Hi, sweetie.
Like,
we're looking for someone." Keep walking up.
Okay. Agent Maya, you get closer and you realize that the voice is slowing down a little bit, and her motion starts to slow down just a little bit. And then the figure stops. Is standing there.
She's motionless.
She's motionless.
Maya gets within about 5 feet, and she doesn't have the flashlight on the girl's face, so she would blind her, but she has it just below that and kind of putting it at the floor so it's well lit. And she gets down on one knee and she's like, "Can you hear me, sweetie?" Can she see the girl's face through the veils?
She's kind of hunched over like this, and
Maybe
you don't
need to wind her up again.
You don't see her face. She's her head's away from you.
Does she look like a real child?
See if she's got a turnkey on her back.
Yeah. Or do I see like mannequin wrists or anything like that?
It's hard to tell. The gauzy kind of dress that she's in kind of covers her limbs, but she appears to be probably, if you had to peg her for an age, probably anywhere between like 6 and 8 years old.
So
what the hell is this shit?
Lupita reaches out with her light and just sort of brushes the edge of one of her gossamer, coverings to see if she can brush the light through it, type of thing.
Yeah, you brush it, and it seems
not just the light, the actual flashlight.
Yeah, you take the flashlight and you kind of flick over a couple of the pieces.
Yeah,
and there seems to be a few layers.
So she's physical, though.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yep, right there. You could kind of move them aside.
So Maya looks at her two behind her. I don't know if she notices yet that Mignon's not here, but she basically signals like, "Let's go around her." Like, let's go around.
Yeah.
Does the hallway just end?
So as Agent Maya moves up towards the little girl, it appears that she is standing in the middle of a great dance hall.
A great what? Sorry?
Dance hall.
Whoa. So the hallway opens up?
Yep.
Is she in the entrance?
She is. She's more towards the entrance of this dance hall. Yes.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So light goes into that room too, as hopefully my two friends walk around the girl.
I feel like as that's happening, one of us is going to be like, "Hey,
where's Mignon?
Where's Mignon?"
So Mignon, you are back in the library, and you're coming out of that room, and you open up the door, or you go through the door into the hallway. And you look to the left and you look to the right, and you're in the hallway and you don't see the rest of the team. But you have your book.
Yeah, and I knew the way they were going to go, so I figure I'll catch up.
They might be down at the end of the hallway, probably just right out of.
So it's too dark for me to look at the book right in this area, right? I got to catch up to them.
You could probably make it out. The hallways are not dark, right? They're dimly lit. The flashlight that Agent Maya has is brightening things up quite a bit.
Okay.
So you could open up the book.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking at it as I'm power walking towards them. What do I see? What is the book?
It is called The Dreaming Man's Library by Louis Lamb.
Good name.
I got to give this cat some food. Do it. Okay.
Want to take 5?
Should we take 5? Edwin, how are you holding up?
I'm good for about 5 more minutes. Yeah. I won't have much after we take 5, but go.
You'll be fine, man. You got plenty of fire. I could tell.
Do your thing.
Everybody want to just grab a drink quick? I'm parched as I'll get up. So
yeah.
So Mignon, you have the book, and you're reading
Dreaming Man's Library.
The Dreaming Man's Library by Louis Lamb.
Louis Lamb. All right. What do I glean from the jacket as I'm walking down? Is it a paperback book? Is it a leather-bound book? Does it look hardback? Does it have a dust jacket? Is it like a newer hardback?
No dust jacket. When did dust jackets come into play anyway?
Is this like an old Reader's Digest version?
It's like a red hardback with thread and gold inlay.
Okay. 1800s dust jackets were used.
1800s were.
1800s.
Yeah, I have some old books with dust jackets on. Early 1900 ones. I don't have any from the 1800s.
Oh. Usually unadorned paper wrappers, with the intent being to protect books bound in leather or silk. There you go.
Mm.
Even though many became non-leather and non-silk and still put those stupid things on. It's like a whole industry itself. That's how they get you. That's what my dad would say. That's how they get you. So
I hope this book was worth it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're gonna read a little bit of it.
I'm just looking the forward and hey, what is what is
you
this
read it,
copyright?
You read it, but you don't read it.
Yeah, I just like it. because I'm walking. I should turn the corner eventually and see a giant mag light down the hallway. I'm expecting to.
Got it. Okay. All right. You start kind of getting into it. Yeah. And walking. And you seem to lose yourself walking down the hallway a little bit. It's like driving a car and not realizing all the houses you've passed, but still being on the road and not running anybody over. As you start to read it a little bit, it starts talking about a house in Florida and a family that lives there, and that you see it talks about a policeman and another individual going to talk to the couple that have a couple kids.
Glass balls. As soon as he said it, I was like, son of a bitch.
And it kind of keeps going and talks about...
How does it end? How does it end?
How does it end?
Because I don't know.
You have to keep reading. You have to keep reading, Agent Mignon, to see how it ends.
So, do I make my sanity check now?
Yes, please. Yes.
And I'm at minus 20%.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, I'm good.
You succeed.
You don't even understand.
Because there's no ending. That's why I'm good.
It's a book. He loves it.
If I knew how it ended, I'd be...
Right.
Okay. I close the book and I tuck it into the satchel that I'm carrying with my other books and whatnot.
Okay. Agent Mosby, are you with the two individuals that are going down the hallway and find yourself in a large dance hall?
Yeah, I thought the plan was we're turning around and going back for Mignon, right?
Well, he turned around and noticed he wasn't there, I guess is what happened.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Maya's up front with the kid.
Yeah.
Right. Where the hell's Mignon?
I don't know. What did he do? And I start walking backwards, yelling, Mignon! Mignon! Where the hell are you?
God.
You don't hear him.
We lost him. Where'd he go? He was just there. We were just right at the doors, and I don't get it.
He went into that goddamn library, I bet. He can't help himself.
Oh, I bet you're right. Hey, Maya, let's go. We gotta go get Mignon.
So all this discussion's happening behind Maya, Sean?
Yeah.
And she's reaching out and she's lifting the veil on the kid's face.
Okay.
To try to see if it's a child or not.
And as you do that, the figure collapses onto the ground floor and into 1,000 clockwork pieces.
Maya jumps back, like sprawls half on the floor, drops her flashlight, and picks it up and looks at it. She's like, it wasn't real.
Give me a sanity check, real. Maya.
Fine.
Oh boy.
46 is a success.
Right.
But then she's going to pick up her light and turn around and go with the other two because they said they were going to go look for Mignon.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there are pieces of this clockwork figure all over the floor. And you all decide to go back to find Mignon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna go find that door that says library on it.
That's right.
Okay. All right. You turn around and you're going back to the way you came. And Mignon, as you're walking down the hallway, which you believe is the same direction that the rest of your team had gone, it's relatively quiet. And then all of a sudden you hear automatic gunfire. And it erupts, but you're not quite sure from where.
I brace myself against the nearest wall and fumble for my Makarov pistol that's in my satchel.
Okay.
And I just lean against the wall with my hand on it in the satchel. Just looking back and forth down the hallway.
Give me a firearms check.
I have one. I don't really shoot it that often.
It's all right. You do have firearms.
I do.
Oh,
that's not good.
Yeah, you can't tell. And then all of a sudden it's quiet and you hear a blood-curdling male scream of a gentleman. Ah!
End of the vigorous lovemaking.
It ended poorly.
And I can't discern the direction this is from.
It may be from behind you, actually.
Well, I keep the pistol in my hand, then out of the satchel, and I try to walk even more swiftly the direction I was going.
Okay, so you're not
obviously looking,
back.
obviously looking,
right.
Yeah, obviously looking over my shoulder and going.
Okay.
I am not hero with pistol going after automatic gun guy.
Fair.
I got to go find them.
Okay. All right. The rest of the team decides to go back to find Mignon. And you're going down the hallway and you hear automatic gunfire and a blood-curdling male scream.
Oh, shit.
Seems to be coming from the right somewhere. Like, you're not sure if it's from the room that he might have been in. It's coming off to your right somewhere. It's hard to discern.
I'll start jogging back towards the door a little faster.
Yeah, got a U.S. Marshal and a Air Force veteran. What could possibly go wrong with gunfire?
Yeah, exactly.
Maya draws her SIG instinctively when she hears that gunfire.
All right.
It's in her hand right away.
Okay. And then as you go down the hallway, the sound becomes much more prominent. And at the end of the hallway, it bends around to the right.
Where's that door? Did we go past the door? The library door?
There was no door that you passed.
Shit. Yeah, where's the door?
Flashlights like all over the wall. Like it was here.
There's no door there.
Any of the markings?
Or chalk anywhere?
On the wall?
No chalk or markings.
The hell? I don't understand.
Well, it's easy to understand. Nothing makes sense here.
Exactly.
Is the closet gone too? Well, what do we call the closet?
Closet.
Is it gone?
No doors.
It's not
no
there.
doors.
Closet.
What do we call the closet? Closet.
Oh, did we use
The memorable line. Where's the what do you call it?
Did you guys stop like in the middle of the hallway to see if you could find these two doors?
No, I think we're jogging and talking.
Briefly,
and we made it to the corner.
Yeah.
You get to the corner and it bends to the right, and you can hear the scream come from that direction.
So not a T.
No, not a T. No, not a T. You are correct. And as you come around that right corner, there is you smell the gunfire.
Cordite.
Yes.
Down. I'm going to slow up and push against the side of the hall.
Yep.
And I guess keep moving down the hall.
As you move down the hall, which isn't very far, and the flashlight's kind of going around and it is dimly lit, you realize that there is a large empty ballroom. That's where the gunfire is coming from. And you see what catches when you shine the flashlight, what appears to be a floor covered in odd tracks of blood that leads from a large central stain in the hall into other halls. Everybody, Maya, Mentillo, and Mosby, give me firearms checks.
Firearms checks.
If you have firearms, yeah. I have a feeling a couple of you might succeed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody but Agent Mosby. Agent Mosby, you're like gunfire. Maya and Mantillo, you know that it's 45s. That's the caliber of weapon.
It's a Thompson.
Yeah. Well, 45 caliber. And so you get to continue
together.
No, I'm going to hold up at the door at the.
Is the gunfire still going? Like all the time?
No, it's quiet.
Okay.
I'm going to hold up at the doorway to the dance room there, the ballroom. I don't feel like running into the crossfire area.
No.
And you said there's bloody footprints we can see that sort of lead from that central stain in like several directions to several hallways.
Correct.
No one standing or on the ground?
No figures, nothing that you could see. Nobody holding any guns. No lying figures on the floor that might have been shot. It's essentially empty, but the blood does go off into different halls in different directions.
Is there any like shattered chandelier or bullet holes in the walls or anything like that we can see?
There's not, but upon closer look, as you kind of peer in and try to make note of that, you do notice dozens of 45 shells
on the ground.
So the floor is littered with the shells
around the floor. Yeah.
And what's in you say it was a ballroom?
Yes.
Completely open, or are there tables? Is there a bar? Like, what's in the ballroom?
Completely open and empty.
And when you say it leads to other halls, is that like through an archway?
Yes.
Yeah. The tracks go to.
Yep.
So there's like an arch, and then we can see that there's another ballroom, for example, beyond
Correct.
that.
Yes.
In multiple locations.
Yes.
Okay. Maya's she'll walk in, flashlight and gun, staying low. And what she's going to do actually is go along one wall. So she'll enter and go like left.
I will go in and go right. That's what we do.
Okay. So all three of you give me sanity checks. Mosby included. Seeing this blood,
fail,
empty ballroom.
Fucking Mentio.
Bitch. 0-1. Mosby, you love this.
Mosby succeeded.
Whoa.
You just got saner.
He just smoked up in the hallway. He's fine.
Mentio, did you fail?
Mentio succeeded.
Only Agent Maya failed.
Oh, okay.
What does she lose?
Everything.
Nothing. You feel fine. You feel fine.
What? I don't like that at all.
All right. So you guys spread out.
The rules don't make sense.
You spread out. Agent Mosby, what are you doing? You see Agent Mantillo and Agent Maya kind of do their they look like they've got some official training.
I guess I still kind of hang out then by the door. Like, I'm not going to go in there, but I certainly can't follow either of them, and I have no gun.
Okay.
So I'll stay by the entrance.
All right. Minyang, going down a hallway. Quickly, in the direction that you were.
They were going, right? Because there's no T's, so I'm going to keep going, expecting to find them eventually, knowing gunfire was behind me.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to sign off, I think.
You gonna sign off, Edwin?
I am. I will not know what happens
where would
to Mignon.
Agent Mantillo go?
I have no idea. I'll find out in 2 weeks, I imagine.
Fair enough. That sounds like a plan.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good place to cut it. Good night, everyone. I am cool if you want to do more with Mignon since he's alone.
Yeah, Mignon, you you see a dog come out of the hallway.
Of course I do.
Down from you.
Because why wouldn't you? Is he playing poker?
And he seems to be eating something in the hallway.
Oh, that's good.
And then he walks a few steps, lifts his leg. Looks like he pees on the wall. And then
like Doberman, like Benji, like what is like?
Yeah, it looks like
I approached
probably like a German, like
a
German Shepherd, probably.
Okay, well then I'm gonna be cautious. I'm gonna be cautious.
Yeah.
Grip my pistol. Okay. Oh,
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not a German Shepherd. It's a large gray, long-haired Mastiff.
Oh, even bigger. I love it.
Bigger. Yeah.
Oh.
And he just wanders, he lumps his way down the hallway, not even caring about you.
So he's like comes towards me and just walks past?
No, he walks away from you.
He walks away. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Then I slink up behind him. I let him get a little more distance between me as you know, my gait is a little bit slower than his. And I'm definitely curious about what he was interested in on the floor.
Yeah. It looks like a plate with some food on it. That would,
and then I look.
But it's empty now. There doesn't seem to be any remnants.
I look left and right. Are there doors on the walls? Like who would have put this plate out?
There is a door on our right-hand side, another 10 feet down. Looks like the dog might have walked right past it.
Okay. I mean, I've been walking for some time, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was in that room for seconds. So I'm going to call out, you know, Mosby, Maya, Mantillo, like not screaming, but loud enough, hopefully it would carry down the hallway and just listen. And again, I don't even see a flashlight. I know I would see a flashlight. And then maybe they went into a room. This is the first door I've seen, right?
Since you've gotten out of the library, yes.
Yeah. This is the first door. I go over to the door because it doesn't make sense that I haven't seen their light or anything. So the only place they must have gone is into a room.
Sure. And as you're doing that, you get it's just all of a sudden just stinks. Like, what is that? It smells like crap. And
like
it's
that's
just
the smell.
Yeah, okay. And it's hitting you.
That's a clear smell. Okay.
Yeah, from the end of the hall, like down a ways.
Past the door.
Yeah. So it's just kind of. I mean, it's more hit you than anything.
It's spoiled milk.
No, it's like
it's
crap,
dog crap.
Like dog crap, literally. Something smells like.
It kind of disgusts me that someone would let their dog run around in here, but I don't know exactly where here is. I knock on the door.
Okay.
I knock on the door. I'm like, Maya, Mantillo, Mosby.
No answer.
I check the knob and see if it opens.
It's locked.
Okay, so they're not going to be in there. I cautiously make my way further down the hall.
Okay.
Still, I'm looking like literally for the eyes of that dog to turn around and come back.
Okay. You start walking down the hallway, and the smell becomes even more pungent as you go down the hallway. And there's no sign of the dog. but there's definitely something he's left behind. That's where the scent is coming from. The smell. A mastiff leads a pretty big load.
Used to have one, yes.
Right there. Yeah. But you hear something from behind you. You don't know if it's the door that you just were at, but you hear a faint sound as if the door is being opened slowly.
I am extremely nervous, so I'm going to spin around with my pistol and try not to step in the dog crap.
Okay.
And observe wherever this sound is coming from.
It sounded like the door might have been unlatched. But as soon as you turn around, you don't hear anything. You can tell that the door may be cracked.
I'm going to call out again. Mosby, Maya, Mentillo. Maybe they heard me when I knocked on the door. That took them a minute. And I slowly walk towards the door to see if it is actually cracked open.
It is. It's literally like if somebody just unlatched the door and not latched it. So it's just a smidgen open.
I push the door open with my foot as I stand there with the hand on my pistol, not like pointing at someone, but just ready. Because I did hear gunshots recently.
And before you open the door, it opens like as you're going to move it, it opens up.
Okay.
And a gentleman, a male, comes out of the door. Hey man, don't shoot. Don't shoot, man. Don't shoot. Seriously, don't shoot. You okay?
Yeah.
Are you who are you with, man? Are you, is this what's your name? What are you doing here? He's probably
I could ask you the same. Are you okay?
Yeah, he's probably about 30-ish years old, and he's got kind of blue pants and a blue top, and on his shirt he's got a badge, and it says David on it. It's like a plastic badge that clips on to his like pocket. He's got a couple pens or something like that in his pockets, and he's just wide-eyed, just looking at you. It's like, what's going? Like, where? Do you know where you are? Do you know where you are? Do you know where we are?
I look past him into the room,
obviously in a big frantic panic.
Yeah, so obviously, the gun is at my side. It's not in an aggressive position at all. I realize he's nervous and not armed, and he's definitely not the guy with the automatic machine gun. I do look past him into the room to see if I could see anything that's making him this nervous and scared.
The room behind him,
I'm trying to talk to him.
The room behind him appears to be dark, and he's like, "We're gonna get out of here, man. You're not like one of the other ones, are you? You're like lost like me, man. We gotta get out of here, man. I was here, and all I had to do is like,
David.
I was told to
David.
How do you know my name?
David.
Oh, he's like, he freaks out
David,
when he says his name. He's like,
I just point.
Yeah.
I'm like, David.
Yeah, that's right.
David. You can call me Jeb.
Jeb?
All right. I said, yes, I am also
Jeb. Yeah.
Lost.
He's like,
he
grabs you, like he reaches out to touch you.
Okay.
You do anything?
I realize, I feel like, I have a lot of human. I realize he's trying to grasp for reality right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a human check.
Sure. Yeah.
Critical success. Yeah. You can definitely tell that he is freaked out, and he is not coming at you in a overly hot, like he's not out to hurt you or harm you. by what you could tell, he just wants to know if you exist, like you are there. Like, hey man,
I think I'm also the same. Like, I think I have also like this is the realest person that I've seen or thing while I'm in here. So it might be a mutual thing.
He's like, man, how long you been in here, man? Like, I came here. I was like, I was just trying to go to the Macallistair building, fix the cable, and then I've been wandering around these halls. Seems like forever.
I've only been here today.
Today? What is today? What is today? Was it like Friday? What is today?
It's
like what? It's like the 21st of March, right? Like it's 20. It's like it's got to be longer. Maybe probably a week. I've been in here. I don't know.
It's just a little bit past that.
What do you mean? Like
I'm thinking to him. I'm like,
we gotta get out of here, man.
Like, David, I need you to relax for a second.
Relax? What's there to relax about, man?
It's August 11th.
Jeb, right? Jeb is your name. Jeb. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I need you to realize that it's August 11th right now. I entered the building August 11th.
That's impossible, man. August 11th? I haven't been in here for that long. That would make it like, that'd be like 5 months, man. How am I even alive after 5 months? It's not even possible, man. You gotta have food and water, dude. I haven't been in here that long.
Have you seen? So who are these other people you're talking about? Obviously, I'm not one of those other people. Are those the people with the big guns?
Big guns, little guns. I don't know. There's freaking dog wandering around, shitting everywhere. I don't know what's going on. There's a freaking guy. There's like some freaking sales guy. Like I don't know what's going on, man. The freaking rooms is like hallways go on forever. I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
I grab his shoulder and I just bring him out into the hallway. And I'm like, have you wandered these hallways, I'm assuming? Or were you hiding in that room?
I've been eating like cake and hors d'oeuvres and stuff that's like found all over the place, like randomly. But
have you talked to anyone else in here, David?
I try to stay away from them. I don't know what their deal is. Like they're crazy and they're like been here. I don't know. I just came up the stairs because I had to go to the cable box. This freaking room with like liquor and like couches and then I was like, okay, well I'll just go back. And then it didn't go back to where I wanted to go into, and it's just. I haven't been able to leave, man. We're screwed, man. Game over, man. Game over.
All right. I'm going to need you to relax, and I'll get us out of here. And in my head, I'm like, that might actually happen. But I think he might be useful to us if he's been in here this long. He may not realize he has things that he could tell me that may or may not help us. So I'm going to keep him close. I say, hey, look, there was a bunch of people in here. There were 2 women, federal agent looking. Did you see them come by?
You're federal agents. Yeah, that's what okay, federal agents. Yeah, we got to find them, man. Federal agents, they got guns, badges, and like authority. Like, yeah, we got to find them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
they're
right,
here.
Where are they? They're with you, like right down the hallway, man. We gotta go. Come on, let's go.
I thought they were down this way, but apparently they're not.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're? What do you mean they're not? What are you talking about, man?
Just like I'm assuming you've walked around and you don't know where you've been. Have you walked into a room and walked out? It doesn't seem to be the same place again.
Give me a persuade check, sir. You're gonna have to calm this guy down.
I got this. I got it.
Oh, okay. He's like, He's trying to hone in on your words, like, okay, agents, cool, like guns.
David, listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
All right, just concentrate on me.
Okay.
Don't worry about anything else.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Have you walked into a room and walked back out, and it wasn't the same place it was before?
Yeah.
That's happened.
That's what this place is, man. You haven't experienced it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I walked into a room, I came back out, and the people I was with are gone. So now we need to go find them.
What? Yeah, man. We need to find them. We need to get.
Okay. Do you know what's down this way?
Out of here, man! We should stop.
I wish I had sedatives. I wish I did.
For sure.
Where's Mosby? Where's Mosby when you need him?
This has been a Litterbox Studio production.